Hello, hello, and welcome back to Prehistoric Kingdom. I'm still a little bit ill, but in the previous episode we made this lovely Dilophosaurus dome, and they seem to be enjoying it and having a lovely little time down there. Made a few adjustments in the meanwhile. First added that path so that we can expand the park later, and did a little bit of renovation to the inside. So now I'm just gonna hop into first person mode. So now we have this lovely size chart here, so that the young folk can see how big these guys actually are. And added a little bit of a roof so it's a little easier to see into the exhibit. Very fun, very cool. And a little diorama over here. Haven't changed anything inside the exhibit, but also made a few adjustments to the stairwell here so it looked a little bit nicer. And some adjustments to the main area. I do really like the juxtaposition between the desert area and the wetland area. And I like how they have a nice little time splashing around and all kinds of stuff. I have closed the park so that the guests can no longer lag my game like crazy. I also made these guys a little taller. Sorry, had to cough. But a few minor tweaks. Added these little signs here. Do not tap on the glass, and no climbing on fences, so that guests are deterred from hopping on in there. Added a little vending machine, some donation stuff, and these little education boards. Now, a thing I don't love about these education boards is, this is the problem that I had with the Tyrannosaurus exhibit, is that they're all the same, and there's no way to have it so you have an education board further away from your exhibit, like I wanted with the Tyrannosaurus. Because with the Tyrannosaurus, obviously, I wanted the Spinosaurus and Carcharodontosaurus to be included with the Tyrannosaurus signs. So, well, because this entire thing was supposed to be the Chem or Baharia little area for education, but as you can see, it's just Tyrannosaurus, which I don't love, but alas. But today we're going to be doing something that actually is going to be a very chill episode, and we're going to be making a little Psittacosaurus and Microraptor enclosure right here. Now. First thing I want to know is how big is this area? So let me get my null fences once again. Set this to 15 because I like my angles. Bang. And I'm thinking just being in this corner here. Just, yeah, something like this. It's not too big, but also not too small. So this is 1,200 meters. So how many Psittacosauruses can we put in 1,200 meters? Oh, a lot. Yeah, we can have 14 Psittacosauruses in this. If I can find the enclosure. Okay. What if I cut it in half? Or what if I cut just this tiny segment here? Or just... No, I don't want to do that. I'm going to keep it at the 1,200 that it's at. So. Let me add a gate. We're going to keep these wooden gates as is, because I don't think, I say with diminishing levels of confidence, that the tacos are really gonna try and get on out. Because they're very small. The Microraptors might be a problem. Or, no, they're not, because they're confined to their, what do you call it? Their, the fictional enclosure that they're in. So they're not going to be a problem. So yeah, we'll just start building this up. I do prefer to use the railings rather than the fences generally, just because there's a little more, they're just generally a little nicer, because the fences in this game, while practical and all that, they just they're not super decorative. And like, granted, you don't always need a super decorative area, but it is it's nicer, I think. That's kind of what we are hoping for, is just the niceties of all of this. And I forgot how noisy the Tyrannosauruses are. So, whoops. Yeah, because I don't need to contain the Microraptors, because they can't escape. I literally just have to plop them into the taco enclosure. And they'll basically be a decoration. Which is all well and good in the eyes of all. I don't know why I just randomly had a flashback remembering Mesozoica, which is kind of I remember when Mesozoica was announced, or when it was being yeah, I guess when it was announced, because it wasn't like a huge thing, but like, yeah, that was before Jurassic World Evolution. Like, we didn't have a spiritual successor to Jurassic Park, Operation Genesis, like, at all. Because there weren't really, like, dinosaur park builders were not as huge as they are now, because we have Paleopines, we have Prehistoric Kingdom, we have there's another one, why am I forgetting it? I mean, it's less popular, but what is it called? Oh no. I'm going to be exposed for the fake paleo fan that I am. It was like the pixely one, or not pixely one, but oh, damn, I cannot remember for the life of me. But I remember Mesozoica because of the whole scandal it caused. What is it? Oh, it's gonna bother me forever. I mean, Paleopines isn't really a park builder, now that I think on it. But Parkosaurus, that's what it was. Parkosaurus. Like, we have Parkosaurus and we have PK, and then obviously Jurassic World. And those are kind of our... That's kind of it in terms of the paleontology, or dinosaur, or or not even dinosaur, but like the park builders. Like, that's kind of all we've got. Let me get a look at how big these... Okay, yeah, this will be fine. They definitely would be able to escape in real life, but I don't think they will. I say with diminishing levels of confidence. What enclosure do you need? Is it desert? Yeah, desert with coastal. So we're just gonna go with desert. So let me just cover this with sand. Oh, let me... We got a little bit of a mixture of textures here. Desert and coastal is a weird combination. I think it just means beach. Because, as anyone will tell you, a desert is just half of a beach. Yeah. Very much so. Alright. Shouldn't need too much water. Again, I say with diminishing levels of confidence. Yeah, let's just smooth this out a little bit. But yeah, no. Dinosaur park builders are like... It's not that they're, what's the word I'm looking for? It's just, yeah, no, I remember Mesozoica, and I really liked the, aesthetic of it, because the, T-Rex that was, shown off with it, but, like, that game ended up just being a total scam. Which happened for a while. I remember, like, now we have quite a bit of dinosaur games, but, like, think back, like, pre-2015, almost every single dinosaur game, it was like, something would get announced, but, like, would it really ever happen? It seemed less likely. And now we are in a post-Jurassic World day, and it's, you know, I don't think there's ever been a better time to be a paleontology fan. Why is this? Why is it rotating so obnoxiously? Why is the grid like that? Actually, yeah, I don't even want the grid for the sake of building up this cave. Because I am, of course, building another cave. Because I'm very creative, and I have many unique ideas. And I definitely don't just really like putting caves in the park. Because I think the caves are a good way to, like, give the animals some privacy. Like, not a ton of it, but, like, a little bit. And, like, these are kind of small creatures. Like, they'll need their privacy. They need their privacy. You know, because they're little guys. Cannot be depriving the little guys of their activities, and by activities I mean quiet places to sleep. Let me take a star off that. Alright, this should be fine. I'm gonna move this up a little bit to be safe, but they're smaller than the fence, and that is definitely high enough, I think. I'm gonna add some small bedding in there. So they have a place to actually sleep. Yeah, and I think that'll be good. Alright, let me put the Microraptors in. Ooh, okay, you are quite large. I'm gonna put you over here. And then just... And now we have the Microraptors flying around. All is well in the world. Oh, and I think they're sticking out a little bit. Yeah, they are. So let me just scoot them a little bit. Just so that the branches aren't clipping through. Now, it's taco time. I don't know how much they're going to need. We open the genetics lab. Obtain Tacosaurus. They don't need a lot of water. They will need a decent amount of forest, though. Alright, where is ye old Taco? Ooh, but which one? Oh, which Psittacosaurus? I feel like Mongoliensis is generally a safe bet. And I think they all should be able to live together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get... Wait. Is Mongoliensis the right one? No. Okay. I'm sorry, little one. You must be gone. Because I need to accommodate for Microraptor. Microraptor... Wait, no. It is Mongoliensis. I've been lied to. Because there's two formations. Okay, well... It is just Mongoliensis, though. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll do 8. Microraptor. Jutang. Yeah, Mongoliensis. Okay. Open the Paleopedia just to... It's in the... I'm not Mongolian, I can't read that. But it's also... Okay. Where are the other Psittacosauruses found, though? It's kind of what I'm now becoming curious about. Okay. Okay, so it is Mongoliensis for the Jiaofotong Foundation. Okay, yeah, and the other ones are found elsewhere. Okay, so Mongoliensis it is. Thankfully. Select all, release all. Bang, 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 bang. Alright.
Now this little fella is a Psittacosaurus. Just like other ceratopsians, Psittacosaurus is a herbivore, but its sharp beak and simple jaws are better suited to tough plant material such as nuts or seed. A word of advice though, be wary of that beak. They're a little nippy.
Alright, now, to take care of them, let me get some... Ooh, termite mounds. This will be new. Get a couple of them. Now, get the correct look for the feeder. Get one of you. And one of you here. Cool. Now, plants. My favorite activity. I need desert. I am still... cannot harp on this enough. I cannot wait for the Mesozoic plant life. Because I will never use any of these trees ever again once the Mesozoic plant life is added. Not because I don't like these trees. They're very cool trees. But because it's like the vibes will be immaculate once like Mesozoic plants are in the game. Like it's just I can't even, I have no words. Like if I can just filter it by exclusively Mesozoic and then just have that be like it's an exciting idea. Just having the let me get some coastal ones. Yeah, just having only Mesozoic plant life, it just brings the vibes, and that's kind of what we want. Like I like how these plants look, don't get me wrong, but they're just not always the vibe. Like sometimes you just need something that you can't get from living plants. You need the ones that have been dead for forever. Because, like, especially these desert plants, I just don't jive with them. Yeah, I just can't. Because, like, they're fine. I think they're just really off in terms of giving off the the correct vibe as something ancient, because this just feels like, I don't know, it's like it's a modern desert, and I'm less immersed because of it. The group is too small? Sorry? What do you mean the group is too small? Review recommended size.
Just looking at its face, you might not realise that this was one of the first ceratopsians. It may lack a frill and forward-projecting horns, but you can still see the resemblance in its strong beak and its cheek horns.
It says that it's fine in terms of everything, but the group... Does it need a huge size? Alright, we can add maybe 6 more. So I guess we're gonna do that. Oh boy. Well, that was very unfortunate, so, okay. Now, out of sheer curiosity, how many tacos do I need in the first place, game? It's 2, 3, 3. Okay. Crowding's fine. Fence low, 1 meter. Breeding life cycle. So, I have no idea what went wrong. I'm gonna do it all again, though. Because if I don't, I will be very saddened. Okay, let me just... Yeah. Because I won't have a video out. Alright, so that's where the Microraptors are going to go. Let me get the tacos. Let me also give them their termite mounds. My microphone was muted. What? Anyways, we're back. Psittacosaurus. I don't know how much of that was muted and how much was not. Hello, dog. My dog has joined me because, I needed to talk to the plumber who is fixing up some plumbing in the house. So I have the lovely dog with me to, so that she stays out of the plumber's way as he does all that work. Isn't that right, dog? Yes, that is very correct. So now she is sitting and begging for attention, as she is prone to do. I am working, you know this. I do this as a job I don't get paid for. You should understand that. I cannot play with you right now. You understand? I have to deal with the fake dinosaurs. Because the fake dinosaurs are what doesn't pay my bills. What pays my bills is working at a bar. But alas, here I am. Yeah, I really don't like the, I'm not a huge fan of the selection of trees, especially in the, desert setting. And I've been making a lot of desert exhibits lately. Not by my own choice, but by the will of those are the creatures that I ended up picking. Alright, this should be enough trees. I hope. So, let me just get a bunch of Microraptor. Alright, the game is saving. This is a good sign. Don't crash. Alright, now, I need many Mongolian tacos. So, we're gonna get 12. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have 14. Whoops. That's enough. We did it. We're fine. We're good. All is well in the world. We have just enough space. And now the question is, are they happy?
Now this little fella is a Psittacosaurus. Just like other ceratopsians, Psittacosaurus is a herbivore, but its sharp beak and simple jaws are better suited to tough plant material such as nuts or seed. A word of advice though, be wary of that beak. They're a little nippy.
Anyways, we have obtained tacos. We have finally obtained our taco stand. It has been complete, and now we have gotten rid of a little bit of the negative space in our park. Are you complaining? I'm doing very important stuff here, and you are complaining. Thank you, Spinosaurus. Yeah, one of the issues that I find frequently when making parks, even in Jurassic World Evolution, is negative space. And in Prehistoric Kingdom, the maps are quite a substantial amount bigger. At least they feel a substantial amount bigger. And because of that, I would like to fill more space. But let's just let's take a quick look at our Psittacosaurus and Microraptor enclosure. So we come down here, past our African oasis building, and instead of going inside, we instead go towards the Dilophosaurus dome. But oh look, what's this? The taco stand, as I shall now affectionately call it. It's like, ah, beautiful. We have creatures, and I'm realizing now that I didn't put their feeders in. But I'll do that in a moment. Although, could they eat from the termite mound? But you can also come over here and see Microraptors aplenty, whom are refusing to fly. Now, why are you refusing to fly? There you go. Fly, my pretties. Fly. Yes. There you go. Lovely. Wonderful. Hello, dog. Alright, let me check to see if they actually... do they need a feeder as well? Okay, let me... Is there more information on the termite mound? Because I feel like it's a feeder. But I don't know, and that's scaring me. But I'm gonna put a plant feeder here, as well as an insect feeder over on... Yes, I know you want to go out, but I cannot let you do that. Because I need to watch you. I know. Well, you just need to give me a moment as I do my important things. Lola.
Thanks to a number of recent findings, we were able to restore this creature to a high degree of genetic accuracy, right down to the quills and coloration in some of its species.
Alright, so that'll be... I think that'll be just about it, so... gonna grab a snapshot and we can call it an episode. My dog is desperate for attention, and she cries whenever she is not given it. Not because it's not that I'm not taking care of her. It's that she just cannot stand not being looked at for 5 seconds. Isn't that right, dog? That is correct. Silly dog. Alrighty. Could you get your heads out of your wings, please, or stop sleeping? Alright, you have taken flight. And for that reason, I shall choose you to be in the thumbnail of the video. While the rest... Okay, maybe the rest are just bums. Unless Microraptor is nocturnal and nobody told me. Very possible now that I think on it. Because why else would they all be, literally all of them, be sleeping? And why will this guy not ever wake up? I can see you moving. Just lift your head, damn it. I don't need much from you. Alright, you know what? It's very possible that they're nocturnal. If that is the case, it's very annoying. But what I am going to do is instead use the taco. And I will have a good look at you. Hello there. And of course, depth of field. All right, let's get a good look at these. At the Psittacosauruses, because I think that trying to get a good look at the Microraptors is just wasting time. They really like playing in the mud. That's what I'm noticing. Which, good for them. But, yeah, I really don't love Psittacosaurus. Just as an animal in general. Like, it's just one of my not favorites. It just, I don't know, it just never really... It's just another one of those creatures that never really, that I just never really jived with. I think that its face is silly, but, like, I don't like it. I don't like looking at it. It makes me, it's not that it makes me uncomfortable, it's that it just does not inspire joy in me. But I think that's going to be it for today's episode of Prehistoric Kingdom. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.